Господин полковник, я что-то нашел. C'est une attaque! Une attaque! Vite, vite, dépêchez-vous!
改呀，让我安静点。我现在不能帮你们。
Destiny. Let's go.
It was from here that the voices Helena heard in her head had come from. It was in this universe that the dramatic events had taken place. She stopped playing and turned around. Around her were the walls and pillars of a cathedral, carved with symmetrical shapes, with both pointed and rounded spires. The windows rose as high as the eye could see, culminating in an arched shape, looking towards the sky. Suddenly shouts came from outside. The heavy door made a loud noise as a man threw all his strength against it to force it open. The orchestra stopped playing and the 17 musicians all turned around at the same time. They're coming! They're coming! They're attacking! It's an attack! Hurry up! Hurry up! Shouted a man in total panic. To the cellar! Cried the first violinist. Come on, follow us! Hurry! He said, running up to Helena and pushing her along with his arm. Barricade the door! He shouted to the far end of the room. A trombonist and a drummer ran the 20 meters which separated them from the door, but didn't get there in time. The door closed like the closing of a jaw, after which a geyser of flames engulfed the recess of the door and made it swing open. The two men caught up in the flames had become human torches. They rolled on the ground, screaming with pain for a few seconds. Behind the door, there was a huge, frightening beast with reptile-like skin and an angular head with large, dark eyes above an immense jaw. Forward, Embers! Mounted on her dragon was Her Majesty, Teresa Wagner, the feared Queen of the World of Mist and the companion of Lord Marx Igor, the Master of Souls and Ghosts. Catch them! Don't let them get away! The Queen shouted to her soldiers. And don't kill any of them! They're more valuable to me alive! The musicians rushed through the west wing of the cathedral and headed for the sacristy. In the center of it, there was a large open trapdoor in the ground, revealing the entrance to a stone staircase leading to a dark underground cellar. There was just enough space for two musicians to get through at the same time, and some were in such a hurry they tripped and fell over one another, shouting simultaneously. Helena allowed herself to be led, completely dismayed by the brutality and the shock of being in this new world. The musicians did not all have the same problem in this situation. The flutists and violinists took their instruments with them, while the bass players and the harpists had to leave theirs behind. There were also some cases of conscience. Walter Andrew, for example, the first cellist in the orchestra, could not part with his cello, made in the 17th century at the School of Venice. It was a masterpiece made by master craftsmen using techniques which had now totally disappeared. Suzanne Servion made the same mistake with her bassoon. She tried in vain to run with it. A shadow passed over her and Walter's heads. They tripped and fell on their stomachs, caught in the mesh of a weighted-down net, unable to move. The last thing they felt was a liquid gas spray before losing consciousness.